Week 2, week 1.
Yes, so week one.
Question number 2. Okay. So question number 2 is this one. Just this is V, so this is 4V. This is the question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, V out is given. Okay. So what you have to do, the voltage drop across this RL is V out, and the voltage drop across these two resistances is also V out. Now, can you calculate the voltage drop across this resistor? Apply the voltage divider biasing. Okay. And the voltage drop across this resistor, voltage drop across this resistor and voltage drop of this one, both are same. Clear? Can you calculate the voltage drop across this resistor, the voltage drop across this resistor, and this minus 2V is equal to the VE? So you have to prepare two equations. One, because of this voltage drop and this voltage, both are in parallel, so we can say the voltage drop across these two will be same. And second, 2V minus the voltage drop across this resistor, that is equal to the VE. So from this one you calculate the VE. Now this 4V, put the value of VE in this question, so you can calculate the voltage drop across this one and this relation, and V out you know. Okay.
So can you explain again?
You have to prepare two equation like I just said. This is the V1, V2. So first of all, we know that V out is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay. Now, can you calculate the V1 using the voltage divider biasing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You can calculate the V1. Now, this V1 is equal to 4V. This is your first equation. Okay. This V1 is basically in terms of V out. So this one is the V out and this is 4VE. Now you have to eliminate the 4VE. VE. So VE, how you calculate? 2 volts, this voltage minus this point voltage is equal to the V. So 2V minus V2 is equal to V. Now can you put the value of V in this one? So your equation is V1 is equal to 4 times 2V minus V2. So V1 is equal to 8 volts minus 4 V2. Now V1 is in terms of V out, this one in terms of V out, V2 in terms of V out. So when you put the V1 and V2 in terms of V out, you can easily calculate the V out. Why? Because only one unknown parameter is there, V out. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Any other doubt? Any doubt related to the week 2, week 1? No doubts? Have you gone through the week 2 content or week 1 content? Everyone? Okay. Except Prakhar, anyone other who go through with week 2 content? Yes. Week 2 grade assignment question number 10. Okay. Week 2 grade assignment question number 10. I will not exactly the same question. I will explain you some similar question. Okay. So I'm going to take you this one, this particularly question. Now, if you see that two loops are created here. One loop is from this positive voltage to this one ground. One loop is this one, and similarly, second loop is this one. Okay, two loops are created. Now we know that One terminal is positive, one terminal is non-inverting, and one terminal is inverting. Okay, so which terminal is inverting and which terminal is non-inverting? So what we do, we just check at which terminal we are getting more negative voltage. Okay, if we can say the terminal 1 negative voltage is greater than terminal 2 negative voltage, so we assume terminal 1 as a inverting and terminal 2 as a non-inverting. Clear? So how we check which terminal is having the more negative voltage? So we start with the V naught. Okay, we start with the V naught. This is the V naught voltage at this point. Now this V naught voltage will be appear in one way in this one. So some voltage will be drop across 6 volt and some 6 kilo ohm and some voltage will be drop across 4 kilo ohm. So what is the voltage drop across 6 kilo ohm? Apply the voltage divider by 6. So V naught into 6 by 6 plus 4. So that is 0.6 V naught. And the voltage drop across 4 kilo ohm is V naught into 4 divided 6 plus 4. That means 0.4 V naught. So we say that at this point we are getting a 0.4 V naught voltage. Clear? Any doubt? Okay. Now second thing is that if V naught will be going in this way, so at this point what we are getting, all voltage V naught plus 2 volt will be drop across this 2 kilo ohm. Why? Because the voltage after that it is a grounded. Okay. So that means the voltage at the 2 kilo ohm is V naught, and this V naught will be added with 2 kilo ohm, 2 volts. So V naught plus 2 volts. So that means at this point V naught plus 2 volt is the voltage drop. Okay, clear? Now one particular terminal V naught plus 2 volts and one terminal 0.4 times V naught. Which is greater? Which voltage is greater? V naught plus 2 volts. So that is the greater voltage. Okay. So that means this terminal is negative, this terminal is positive.
So is there any way to identify the negative and positive terminal of the op amp? Or uh, uh, but you have said that both the Vx and V minus and V positive should be equal, right? And this is for solving the question.
Yeah.
Then this one is to
Now,
identify the
now,
terminal.
first of all, we identify the terminal. Okay. Okay. First of all, what we do, we identify the terminals. If in the question they are asking that which terminal is positive, which terminal is negative, so we have to identify the terminal. Now, the thing is that we have to identify the V node. Okay. So, how we identify the V node? Always we know that when we are using the negative, we are using the negative biasing, or sorry, negative feedback. Then the V positive should be equal to the V negative. So we can say V naught plus 2 volts is equal to 0.4 times V naught. Okay. So can I solve the V naught voltage? So 1.6 times V naught is equal to 2 volts, and V naught is equal to 2 divided by 1.6. That is 5 divided by 4, 1.25 volt. Okay. So in the question, what they are asking the terminals. So in this way, we identify the terminals. Now we got the voltages at these 2 points. Now we can equate these two voltages because we are using the negative feedback. In the negative feedback, the positive terminal voltage is equal to the negative terminal voltage. So we equate these two and calculate the V naught. Okay. Any other doubt?
So,
Yeah.
how did you write V naught plus 2 volt? Like,
Basically, the thing is that you have this operation amplifier. Okay. This is the voltage V naught. What is the voltage at this point? This voltage V naught plus this voltage. Okay. So the voltage
okay,
at
okay,
this point is V naught plus Vs. If I change the
okay.
polarity,
Then it will be minus.
if this become minus and this become plus, so I just say V naught minus Vx. Okay.
Okay, so
You can use this type of question also. Can you calculate the V naught? V naught? Calculate V naught.
V naught V naught minus 1 equal to or 1 V naught by 11.
Calculate the V naught. At this point, we are getting the V naught minus 1. At this point, we are getting the voltage of across this 1 kilo ohm. That is V naught into 1 divided by 11. Okay. And due to the negative, I say negative feedback. Due to the negative feedback, V naught minus 1 is equal to 0. Sorry, V naught by 11. V naught by 11. 10 by 11, V naught is equal to 1. V naught is equal to 11 by 10, 1.1. Okay. Yes. Is Raina? Terminal. Okay. So we are getting this point. Now in this case, the problem is that we are getting a one particularly terminal is V naught minus 1 and second is the V naught by 11. So we can't identify which one is greater. Which one is greater? Okay. So mostly in this case, what will be happen? The terminal is also defined. Okay. You can do one thing is that just break the loop. Okay. From here, increase the voltage at 1 volt. We are not considering the V naught. We are considering the I just increase the voltage at 1 volt. Now this 1 volt will be subtract with 1 volt. We are getting a 0 volt here. Okay. And 1 volt when it is passing from this particularly terminal, what we are getting? We are getting a 1 by 11 volt. Okay. Or we can change the 2 volts because we are taking the 1 volt here. So I just increase the voltage by 2 volts. So when I apply the 2 volts, we are getting a 1 volt here. Okay. And when we are applying a 2 volts, so we are getting a 2 by 11. So that is 0.22 volts. Okay. Now, if 1 volt multiply with positive voltage, so we are getting a 1 volt positive and 0.22 volts negative. Okay, so what is the resultant? 0.78 volt in positive. Okay, that means we are getting a same direction voltage. So phase shift is what? We
0 degree.
apply the positive voltage and we are getting the same positive voltage. So phase shift is 0 degree. Okay. Second scenario is that we apply, this is a negative, this is the negative, and this one is positive. So when negative multiply with 1 volt, so we are getting a minus 1 volt, and 0.22 volts, so we are getting a 0.22 volts. So that means the answer is minus 0.78. Okay, that means we apply the positive voltage and we are getting a negative voltage. So that means the phase shift is 180 degree.
180.
Okay, so phase shift
But
is
sir,
180. Yeah.
so but if we increase only 1 volt, then
If we increase a less than 1 volt, yeah. If we increase a 1 volt, I just take one more diagram here. Okay, if I increase a 1 volt here, so here we are getting a 0 volt. Here we are getting a 1 by
1 by
11 volt.
11.
Okay, if I connect a positive terminal, so positive 0 and negative 1 by 11, so we are getting a negative voltage. So if I increase the voltage, I am getting a negative direction voltage. So basically 180 degree phase shift. Okay, if I add, so this become positive, this become negative. If I increase the voltage 0.5 volt, okay, so here we are getting a minus 0.5, and here we are getting a 1 by 22. If minus 0.5 multiply with positive, so we are getting a minus 0.5, sorry, minus 0.5, and this voltage is also multiplied with negative, so minus 1 by 22. So we are getting the negative voltage. So similarly, thing is that less than 1 voltage, if we apply the less than 1, increase the less than 1 voltage. Okay, so terminal 1 is positive and terminal 2 is negative. Okay, if we apply the sorry, if we apply the less than 1 volt, terminal 1 is negative and terminal 2 is positive. If we apply the greater than 1 volt, then terminal 1 is negative and terminal 2 is positive. That's why I tell you, if it is a negative, so it is not easy to understand that which terminal is positive, which terminal is negative. So in this question, it is given. That's why it is given in the question. Clear?
Okay, okay, sir.
But if this is positive, if this is a direction change, then you can easily identify. Now, in this case, you easily identify. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Any other doubts? Yes, any other doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Practice assignment week 1, question number 5th and 8th. Aman, I've already done this question number 5th, 6th. I will go through with that also again. Week 1. Okay, question number 5th is this is V in. Okay. So if we are talking about the loop, okay, so V is equal to V in minus F time V out. Okay, V out multiply with F, so we are getting the F time V out here. This F time V out minus subtract with V in, and we are getting the VE. Okay, so I think feedback path is clear. Now minus 20 VE minus 20 VE, we are getting a V out. Okay, VE multiply with minus 20, we are getting the V out. So minus 20 VE, we are getting the V out. Now, if I check this particularly loop, I just break this particularly loop. So I break the loop from here, increase some certain voltage. So I just increase the voltage. So it will be multiply, increase the voltage, multiply with F. F is positive, so it will be increased. I just not this side. I just take the F is positive. So multiply with F, so it is positive. It is subtracted, so it will be the downwards, or we can say the less positive. Now it multiply with minus 20. Okay, so it will be the negative. So that means we are getting a 180-degree phase shift if F is positive. But that is all dependent on V in minus F time V out. If this V in minus F time V out is positive, so we are getting a negative output here. And if V in minus F time V out is already negative, so if this value is negative, so I multiply with minus 20, so it become a positive. Is it clear? So if V in minus F time V out is positive, we are getting a 180-degree phase shift. If V in minus F time V out is negative, so negative multiply with negative, we are getting a positive voltage. So that means 0-degree phase shift. Is it clear? Any doubt?
Sir, after F out, there is a negative sign. So polarity will be reversed. It will be a
Where?
downward arrow.
Where?
After F V out.
Yeah. So that's why I minus na.
So
That's why I do the minus F time V out. V in minus F time V out. Now the magnitude of this one will be decided that it is a 180-degree phase shift or not.
okay, got it.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, V in minus F time V out, that is VE. If V multiply with negative, we are getting a negative voltage. If V is already negative and multiply with negative, we are getting the positive voltage. So we can say if VE is positive, so positive multiply by minus 20 volt, we are getting a 180-degree phase shift. And if VE is negative, already negative, so negative multiply with minus 20, we are getting a 0-degree phase shift, because negative and negative multiply becomes positive. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So all will be dependent on F time V out. Now the thing is that if I do in a way that F time V out should be also negative, then VE, if F time V out is also negative, then VE becomes positive always. Why? Because V in minus of minus F time V out, so it becomes a plus. So if both will be added, so the VE should be positive, and if VE should be positive, we are getting a 180-degree phase shift. So that means F should be negative. Clear? Now what is F? K minus 10 upon K square minus 3K minus 7. Now put the value of K is equal to 6. So 6 minus 10 upon 36 minus 18 minus 7. So it become a minus 4 divided by 11. Okay. If this one is negative, so we can say we are getting a negative feedback. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Question number 8. Wait a minute, I have to check the question number 8. Mm, Wait a minute. Question number 8. In week 1, only 7 questions are there. Practice assignment. Question number 8.
Yes, sir.
But someone is asking the question number 5 and question number 8.
Uh, Sorry, sir, it was question number 7.
Oh, question 7. So it is a 5-fold. Mm, Op-amp, positive terminal, negative terminal, 1 kilo ohm, RF, one K V out. Okay, so that is dependent on question number 6. So first of all, we calculate the value of RF. So it is a non-inverting amplifier. So V out is what? 1 plus RF by R1 times 5-fold. Okay. So it becomes a 1 plus RF by 1 multiplied by 5-fold, and it is given the V out is 12.5. So RF is 1.5 kilo. Okay. Now they are asking in the same question the current flow. Okay, so V out is 12.5. Now this is the direction of current that is flowing from V out to ground. So I is what? V out divided by RF plus R1. So V out is 12.5, RF is 1.5, and this one is 1. So this is 2.5 K. So it is a 5 milliampere. Okay. Any other doubt? Any other doubts? So I think we stop here. If no doubt, then we stop here. Aman, wait a minute. I can't hear your voice. Aman, are you saying anything?
No, sir.
Okay. So thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.